Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again, and in this video we are going to solve a question on data structure and algorithm, that is shortest path between cities. We are given a structure like a tree that uh, let me read the question. Geeks live in a special city where houses are arranged in a hierarchical manner. Starting from house number one, each house leads to two more houses. That is, one leads to two and three, two leads to four and five, three leads to six and seven, and so on. It is like a complete binary tree because each node has two children. So So in this question, we have to find the minimum distance between two nodes. Here we are given 2 and 6. And what is the distance between 2 and 6? That is 1, this whole. That means from this to then this and then this. That is 1, 1, 1. So total that is 3 nodes. Three edges, that is 3. And similarly in this case, we are uh, we are given 8 and 10, so 8 and 10, 8 is here and 10 is here. So what we will do, we will just check from 1 2 3 and 4, so output is 4. So what is the approach? Let me explain you. What we will do here, we will try to uh, try to reduce the node. We will just try to reduce the element, like if we want to find the distance between 8 and 10, then what we will do, we will just divide it to until it becomes 1, until it become 1. Okay, and we will just divide it by 2 until it become 1. So like here I will divide it by 2, that is 4, then 2, then 1, here it become 2. Similarly we will divide it until it become 1, that is 5, then 2, and then. So what is the what will be the arrangement? Like first will be 8, then will be 4, then 2, then 1, and for 10, that will be 10, 5, 2, and 1, right? 5, 2, and 1, right? So what we will do, we will just check from this to this node and this to this node. So what we are facing here, that the very first common node is the common node between this path. The very first common node between these two is the common node. Okay, so what we will do, we will just go from here and we will go from here, like we will count the edges from here to here until we get this. Similarly we will go from here to here until we get 2. So from 8 to 2 there is 2 edges, so 2 edges, plus from 10 to 2 there is 2 edges, so that will be 4. Similarly I will try to explain one more test case, like if we want to find the distance between 11 and 15. So what we will do, we will just make 11 until it become 1. So 11, then 5, then 2, because we are getting integer division, so then 2, then 1. For 15, that is 15, 7, 3, and 1. So the very first common node is one node, means the root will be that we will pass from this one node. So what we will do, we will just go from this to 1, because it is the very first common node. We will go from this to 1. Okay, so 1 edge, 2, and 3. So 11 to 1, that is 3 edges. And similarly from 15 to 1, 1, 2, and 3. So there are 3 edges. So our distance between 11 and 15 will be 3 plus 3, that is 6, because it is the only shorter distance from this. It is the only shorter distance. Okay, so this is my approach. So जितना मैं जानता हूँ मैं उतना कोड आपको करवाने की कोशिश करूँगा because I don't know how to reduce the space. So I will be taking two vectors here. So let me take vector that is int, let me take it is prefix, and vector int that is suffix. Okay, in prefix we will just write the order of x, and in suffix we will write y until it become 1. So while x is greater than, so what I can say, first of all I will just push that element into the vector. So what I will do, pre dot back push back x, and similarly suffix dot push back y, and until y x become x is greater than 1, what we will do, we will just push pre dot push back x by 2, and what we will do, we will become x by 2. Similarly for suffix, what we will do, we will just copy and paste the code until y is greater than 1, then we will do prefix suffix push back y by 2, and our y will become y is equal to y by 2. Okay, so let me just print that for auto to just check is whether we are going correct or not. Pre cout handle, and similarly we will just do for suffix. So we are just checking, and let me return anything, let me return 1 so that there is no runtime error. So here is the order. So what we will do, we will just check the very first we will just check the very first node. Okay, we will check the very first node which is common in both a prefix and suffix. So what we will do, we will just go from left, we will go from right to left, we will go from right to left. The very first node which is not common, we will return there. Like let me tell you that for, let's say we are counting for 8 and 10, 8 and 10. Okay, so for 8 and 10 what we are getting, let me return it. So like uh, here we are getting two element common, so it means that 2 is the node which is first common node. So we will go up to that node which is where the nodes are not common, because from starting we don't know how many nodes we have to travel. So we will go from last, because from last every node will be common. Okay, so we will go up till that node where the node are common. So what we will do, we will just take two, let me, we will just take two variables, int I is equal to pre dot size minus 1, and int j is equal to suffix dot size minus 1. Okay, while our pre of I is equal to suffix of I. Okay, what we will do, we will I minus minus and j minus minus. Okay, okay, so like here we are going, here it is for 0 1 2 3, prefix of 3 is equal to suffix of 3, yes, prefix of 2 is equal to prefix suffix of 2, yes. prefix of 1 is equal to prefix or suffix of 1 not. It means it is not equal. So what we will do, we will just move our I one step ahead, and we will just see that our this node is common. So what we will do, so int result is equal to prefix of I plus 1. That means this node is our first node, because we are just जहाँ पे हमारा अपने prefix of I is equal to suffix of j है ना, तब तक हम क्या करेंगे, I को माइनस करेंगे और j को माइनस करेंगे, तो मीन्स हमारा यहाँ तक हम पहुंचेंगे, तो हमारा I जो यहाँ पे पहुंच चुका होगा और j यहाँ पे पहुंच चुका होगा, तो मीन्स जो वेरी फर्स्ट कॉमन नोड का इंडेक्स लेने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक I को मूव करना पड़ेगा जो कि फर्स्ट होगा। तो दैट मीन्स दैट इज, अब हमें क्या करना है यहाँ पे, we need to take two distance, that is int d1, that is starting from, that is initially 0, that and int d2 is 0. So we will go from this node to this node, and we will go from this node to this node. Okay, let me tell you one thing more, that why I am doing so. Let me find the distance between 8 and 16, then what will happen. So here the very first common node is 8, so we don't know how many nodes we need to traverse, so we will just traverse from back so that we can get the very first common node. Okay, so now we will just find the distance. Okay, we will just find the distance where this node is coming, so we will find the distance up to that common node. So I am taking two indexes, that is k1, that is from 0, and k2, that is 0. So what we will do, we will see while our prefix of k1 is not equal to result, what we will do, we will just k1 plus plus and d1 plus plus. Okay, so in the, let me run it again to explain you. So in the very first, the we are not getting the common node, so what we will do, we will just increase distance plus plus distance 1 plus plus. So we come here, so our distance 1 will become 1, and here we are not getting d1, so we will distance plus plus, then again we will do distance plus plus, so here we are getting 2 2, so 2 1 2 plus 1, that will become 3. Okay, similarly we will do for suffix. Okay, so our suffix is this one. So suffix not, then we will, what we will do, k2 and d2, that is k2. Okay, at the end what we will do, we will just return d1 plus d2. So let me check, let me remove this, just comment it. Let me just check is whether we are going right, or here we are getting 3, but output is let me do some changes here. K1 not equal to K2, and prefix of, let me write cout result. What will be the result here? And cout indel. Okay. Yeah, what is the mistake here? Prefix of size. I Sorry, here we need to write a J. That's why we are getting error. Let me run it again. So now we are getting same. Okay. So let me do it. So we are getting the right output. Let me run for another test case, that is 8 and 16. Then we will get 1. Okay. So this is my approach. Let me submit it. I hope it will get submitted. So yes, we got 4 out of 4. So this is my approach. I know that it is bit lengthy approach, but I hope you will get the logic. I have taken little space, but the time complexity is max of log n. Okay, like here we are just decreasing by 2, and some of you are thinking that here it is big of 1, and but it is not big of 1 because we are just traversing the prefix or suffix that is also produced by log n, so the complexity for it is also log n. Okay, the complexity for this one is, let's say in the worst case it is let's say n, but that n will be equal to log n because we produce this array from this file. So that is my approach. And if you like my video, if you sorry if you like my approach, please subscribe my channel and share my video to your friends. Thank you.